Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, with a stern warning ringing in her ears not to make an appearance at the mass meeting for Henry Marshall, Lois Lane determines to carry on the Daily Planet's fight against Martin Higgins and his corrupt politicians.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. Say, if you'd like a breakfast dish with a new twist, something really out of the ordinary, try a Pep Jamboree tomorrow morning. That's this week's Pep Dish of the Week. And it's as snappy a combination as you'd ever hope to taste. Now, here's the idea. You top your regular serving of Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, with mixed fruit cocktail. Some of the sweet syrup, too. Pour on milk, and that's a Pep Jamboree. And what a jamboree of flavors it is. You dig down through the juicy chunks of fruit to those crisp golden flakes of Kellogg's Pep with their full wheat sunshine flavor. And your spoon comes up loaded with mighty smooth eating. Makes you feel like concentrating on that out-of-this-world goodness until you've cleaned up every last bit in your bowl. And you know, that's always the smart thing to do. But particularly nowadays, when the cereal grains are being sent to give that swell grain nourishment to fellows and girls overseas. So when Mom brings Kellogg's Pep home from the grocer's, see that there's no waste at your house. If you pour your own Pep, pour it carefully and polish off every bit you pour out. And say, kind of keep watch on your younger brothers and sisters, too. Get the right habit, gang. Eat all your Pep. Don't waste it.
And now, the adventures of Superman. Tonight marks the opening of the bitterest election campaign in the history of Metropolis. District Attorney Henry Marshall, who is supported by Superman and his friends on the Daily Planet newspaper, is running for mayor against Martin Higgins, leader of a corrupt political machine. As the city's foremost girl reporter, Lois Lane has been invited to speak at a mass meeting for Marshall. But as she was leaving the planet, she received a threatening phone call from an unknown man, warning her to stay away from the meeting. Angrily, Lois replied that she could not be scared off. And as we continue now, she and cub reporter Jimmy Olsen, who has been assigned to cover the mass meeting, are in a taxicab en route to Park Square. Lois is going over her speech. Listen.
And as all of you know, Henry Marshall's record as a brilliant, courageous public servant is beyond reproach.
I wonder who made that phone call, Miss Lane.
What phone call, Jim?
Well, you know, just before we left the office. The call warning you not to show up at the meeting tonight.
Oh, that. It must have been one of Martin Higgins's dirty crew trying to scare me off. Well, I'll bet he tried the same bluff on the other speakers.
Maybe it wasn't a bluff.
Oh, Jim,
well, Mr. Ken and Mr. White said there are a lot of gangsters and racketeers working to elect Martin Higgins. They'll be run out of town unless Higgins is elected. Mr. Kent says they won't stop at anything to get him elected.
They won't stop at anything underhanded, no. But out in the open with a crowd of respectable citizens and the police around, oh, they'll be as meek as lambs.
I hope you're right.
I know I am, Jim. Don't let that phone call worry you. Trying to spoil your opponent's political rallies is old stuff.
Just the same, I wish Mr. Kent was with us.
What do we need him for?
Well, if anything happened and he was around...
He'd be the first one to run away.
Well, he would not. Well, you're always making fun of him, Miss Lane. But you're wrong. Mr. Kent is...
I know. Brave as a mouse.
Oh, doggone it, Miss Lane.
Now, Jim...
Oh, I'm sorry. It gets me mad when you laugh at Mr. Kent.
I'm sorry, too, Jim. I really shouldn't, I suppose, but... Oh, well, forget it. Oh, we're coming into the square. Good heavens, look at that crowd.
The crowd is right. Jeepers, there must be 10,000 people.
Oh, 5,000 anyhow. Could you drive right up to that sound truck in the middle of the square, cabby?
I'll try, lady.
Okay. You seem to be a little late, Jim. The meeting's begun already. Open your window, will you, please?
Okay.
And so I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, a vote for Henry Marshall is a vote for clean and honest government. Thank you.
Gosh, listen to that applause. Who's the man just finished speaking?
Mr. Prescott, Henry Marshall's campaign manager.
Oh.
Gee, I didn't realize there'd be so many people. I hope I don't get nervous.
Oh, you won't. You're a swell speaker.
Thanks.
I can't get you any closer, lady. Too big a crowd.
This is close enough, thanks. Let's see, 75 cents. Here you are, driver, and keep the change.
What's your flag?
Come on, Jim, and hurry. I think I'm scheduled to be the next speaker. Gus.
Good. Now, if you're ready, Miss Lane, I'll introduce you.
All right. I don't think I'll ever be any more ready.
I'm sure you'll do a grand job.
Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, the most famous woman reporter in the country, Miss Lois Lane of the Metropolis Daily Planet.
Wish me luck, Jim.
Sure, good luck, Miss Lane. And don't worry about those hecklers. I'll be watching.
Okay, Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to appear before you tonight and endorse the candidacy of a fine and courageous American, Mr. Henry Marshall.
Listen to those guys.
Don't pay any attention to them, son.
I know Henry Marshall, and I know that he will carry out his campaign promises. He says that he will, if elected mayor of this city, wipe out the slums, the breeding place of crime and juvenile delinquency, and promote a modern housing program. He will keep his word.
Did you hear that, Mr. Prescott?
Yes, there seems to be more of those young pups here tonight than I thought.
One of our greatest problems today is youth. Mr. Marshall proposes to deal with it by providing good housing, more schools and playgrounds, and other recreational facilities for our young people. His opponent, on the other hand, Mr. Martin Higgins, says that there's nothing wrong with the slums. And the reason he says it is because the wealthy and greedy owners of Metropolis slum property are supporting his campaign.
That's why Higgins is okay.
Just one moment, please.
Now we've heard enough from you.
Hey, look. A bunch of the guys are pushing toward the sound truck.
Yes, yes. Officer! Officer!
You can't scare me. I know that I speak for the great majority of honest citizens here tonight when I denounce Martin Higgins and his vicious political machine.
Get up and sit down. Come on, get up, guys.
Keep back. Come here, Miss Lane. Miss Lane. Miss Lane, come
Here I am,
here.
Jim. Look out. They're trying to push the truck over, Jim.
Officer!
Jim!
Hang on to me, Miss Lane. They're turning over.
Clinging to one another, Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane feel the huge sound truck rock, then crash over on its side as the spectators gasp in horror and police whistles blow furiously. We'll return in a moment for the exciting climax of today's episode.
Say, gang, did you know? Kellogg's Pep is a wizard at magic. Yes, sir. Pep the Sunshine cereal has a magic touch that can transform breakfast into a sunny sort of meal, and no sleight of hand needed. Just pour out a serving of those crisp golden toasted flakes of whole wheat and get set to enjoy yourself, because Pep is tender and crunchy and delicate as can be. Pep is full of sparkling sunshine flavor, a come-on flavor that keeps your spoon coming right back for more. Yes, sir, Kellogg's Pep sure has the old stuff that puts breakfast on the sunbeam every time. Pep boosts your quota of nutrition, too. Gives you solid whole wheat nourishment plus. So you're on the right track if you polish off every tender, crisp flake in your bowl. And here's another angle, gang. Nowadays, the cereal grains, like the whole wheat in Kellogg's Pep, are being sent to fellows and girls overseas. So it's not a good idea to waste cereal. When Mom brings Kellogg's Pep home from the grocer's, take special pains to make sure there's no waste at your house. If you pour your own Pep, pour it carefully and eat up every bit you pour out. And say, kind of keep an eye on your younger brothers and sisters, too. That's a cinch, isn't it? Just be sure to eat all your Pep. Don't waste it.
An hour has passed since Lois Lane, with Jimmy Olsen at her side, was addressing a political mass meeting in Park Square when a group of young toughs overturned the sound truck in which Jimmy and the girl reporter stood. Now, in the 3rd Ward headquarters of the Martin Higgins for Mayor party, above a saloon in the squalid slum section of Metropolis, 2 men sit in a bare, smoke-filled office. One is tall, thin, and sallow-faced. The dead stub of a cigar seems almost to grow from a corner of his tight, thin mouth. He is Joe Keenan, henchman and ward leader for Martin Higgins. The other man is of middle height, heavy-set and swarthy, with small, bright black eyes. He smokes cigarettes chain fashion, and 2 large diamonds gleam on his heavy fingers. His name is Al Vincent, and he is the owner of a string of neighborhood pawn shops. Joe Keenan shows tobacco-yellowed teeth as his thin lips twist in a smile.
Your boys did a good job on that mass meeting tonight, Al. Darn good.
I told you they would.
But you got to be a little more careful, Al. Not so rough. They might have killed that dame reporter, that Lois Lane, and that young guy with her when they tipped the truck over.
If they don't stick to reporting and stay out of politics, they will get hurt bad. Screaming in that paper, the slums gotta go. This neighborhood's okay. I got a good trade here, and I worked a long time building up my connections. They can't do that to me.
They won't if Martin Higgins gets in.
He'll get in all right. He's got to get in, even if...
Hey, wait a minute. Hello. Oh, hello, boss. How'd you like what Al's boys done to Marshall's mass meeting tonight, huh? Huh? What's that? Hey, when did it happen? Yeah, I get it. Well, who do you think? Huh? Why, those dirty... Yeah, I'm listening, boss. Sure, I know what it means. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Right, so long. Creepers.
What's the matter, Joe?
Oh, plenty. That was Higgins. Somebody sneaked some letters out of his office, and if Henry Marshall and the newspapers get hold of them, Higgins is sunk.
You got any idea who stole them?
Yeah. You see, he just found out his secretary has been going around with a Daily Planet reporter. Now the secretary is scrammed, and Higgins thinks she's copped the letters and give them to the newspaper guy.
That's murder.
We gotta get those letters, Al. Boy, they're dynamite. If the Planet's got them, Higgins not only won't be the next mayor, but he might be wearing a striped suit and a number.
That'll ruin my business, but good.
Yeah, well, what about me? I'm tied in on a dozen deals with Higgins.
We got to get those letters back.
Yeah, sure, but how?
There must be a way. Let me think a minute. Yeah. I got a lot of smart characters working for me. Kids I trained myself.
Kids? This ain't no job for kids. This is big stuff. The Planet's one of the top papers in the country. Well, what are we going to do, Hal?
Shut up and let me think. Yeah, maybe it'll work.
What?
Something I just thought of. One of my kids.
Will you stop talking about kids? I'm telling you.
Will you pipe down and listen? I got an idea, and it just might work. Now listen, and don't pop off till I get through. If the Planet's got them, then...
His voice dropping, the swarthy Al Vincent, his little black eyes gleaming as brightly as the diamonds on his heavy fingers, reveals a plan to recover the Higgins letters from the Daily Planet. What is his plan, and what will happen? Gang, we're beginning one of our most exciting Superman stories. One in which the Man of Steel and his friends battle ruthless, dishonest politicians for the control of Metropolis. You won't want to miss a single episode of this story. So be sure to tune in tomorrow and every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at the same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, if your dog is a softie, here's a little trick you can try to help give him lots of muscle. Mix Kellogg's Grow Pup dog food in with his scraps of meat and fat. See if it doesn't make his eyes brighter, his coat glossy. See if it doesn't give him lots of oof, so that pretty soon he'll be able to take it to scramble right along with the gang. Lots of champs feed on Grow Pup, you know. So let your dog have his pick of Grow Pup ribbon, Grow Pup meal, or Grow Pup pellets. Just so's Mother remembers, write Kellogg's Grow Pup on her marketing list right now. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.